Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? It's fantastic. Listen, look what Bitcoin has done in just a few hours. At 10 o'clock, it was at 103,000, right? Over 103,000. Then a couple hours later, it went down all the way to $91,500. Now, what does that mean? Well, ladies and gentlemen, since Bitcoin has recovered very well and the closings were actually in a very good area, if we look at the daily, we can see the closing of the candle was at almost $97,000, which is roughly that's almost, that is almost $6,000, $7,000 higher than where it once was. Now, if we break it down very, very quickly, we can see it went into an order block, an institutional candle. So what do I think this is? I believe this is manipulation to wipe out a bunch of people leverage trading, okay? And it is a retest to go higher, okay? It is a retest to go higher. I believe Bitcoin is going to explode. It's going to have another expansion very, very soon. So, what does this mean for altcoins? What does this mean for us? This means time is coming to an end. We can see if we go here on the Bitcoin dominance, it actually didn't close. You can see last time I talked about it, I said, look, Bitcoin dominance is here. It looks like momentum is good. Momentum is back, right? We'll probably go a little bit higher, retest, and continue going up. But no, it didn't, because actually on the daily, right, when we go to the daily, we can see it ended as a huge rejection and now is continued to slowly go lower and lower. I still overall believe there will be another pullback, but now we need more confirmation. We're going to need a daily confirmation to start off with, and then a weekly confirmation to continue and get more confirmation. Okay. Lots of confirmation. I get it. But that is just how it works, because you see, when I broke it down on the hourly, it looked good. But then when the daily, it did not look good. A couple hours later, it just completely sold off, went below our big support, turning into resistance. And now we are ranging between pretty much 56 dominance and 54%. So what does this mean for altcoins? Well, dominance goes up, Bitcoin's holding its price overall. It means, coins are slowly pumping. But like I said, right? But like I said, I do believe it's going to have one more big rally to the upside, and then altcoin season is officially going to start. However, ladies and gentlemen, if we go to some of our charts, like if we go to the others chart, we can see this dominance is on the rise. We talked about how this structure is very, very crucial, right? This structure is crucial. Once we break above it, we are going to be confirming that it is reversing. Okay, it is reversing. Number two, let's break this down. This other chart, which I love the most because it's the most relevant for me, because I don't hold any coins really in the top 10 for market cap, is this, right? We can see the moment we start going pretty much above 450 billion market cap, 480 billion, right? Roughly around this area. Once we start going above that, that is when we're going to have the expansion, because where we're at right now is the equivalent of being somewhere over here, right? We are somewhere over here. So we still have to go to the top, retest, pull down a little bit, and slam through. So time is very, very limited, right? If we see this on the weekly, there's just a few more weeks left. We could actually see here, January tested, right? January tested. If we look at this candle, it was the 4th of January in 2021 that tested it. Then it went down, up, and then by the end of January, it exploded. And we are on track to do something very, very similar, more or less at the same time. It might happen a little bit, later in December, and maybe we'll explode mid-January, but overall, we are on track at the exact same time. So if you're trying to buy any coins, right, like the coins we cover, PNG, Turbo, XRP, Caspa, ICP, doesn't matter, anything, you are running out of time, because I don't believe we're going to go like this and have a very big pullback. Fundamentally, that would be the best, but the markets don't have to do that. The markets can pull back roughly 50%, 60%, and continue going up, right? So let's quickly cover a few coins. Let's cover some of our favorites. PNG. PNG is looking good, but we're clearly starting to exhaust a little bit. When we look at the daily, right, we can see we're slowly climbing our way up, but we are kind of wicking. But we are starting to wick a little bit higher than we previously were. We're wicking around 42, 43 cents. Now we're almost reaching the 50-cent mark, right? If we go to the 4-hour, this is how it looks like. So we are slowly climbing. We are slowly climbing, right? We broke above this, but there's nothing too convincing. Overall, we're just kind of ranging in this type of channel, which is fine. It doesn't bother me because all that means is Turbo's setting up for another push to the upside. Once again, once that happens, I believe Turbo's next range will be to roughly 60 cents. Then we might sell off a little bit. Then our next target is all the previous relevant highs. And after that, it's going to be glory. It's going to be glory, right? If we move on to Radium, we can see Radium slowing down, but I do believe it is going to go lower. So an area where I would be personally looking to buy Radium is around 430. Around this box that I marked over here would be the most ideal area of $4.30. After that, I do believe we should have a pullback to the upside. Obviously, we need more confirmation, but at the end of the day, overall coins are going to be pumping. So $4.30 for Radium. If you want to do like a very good support and retest, you could go down to 360, but then that's going to be breaking the structure. And I don't think that, the market's going to break this structure. So 430 is my key area. Caspa is about to explode. It is getting ready. We can see we are exiting. This area. All right, we can see we're retesting above here. This was a zone. We sold off. We retested it, sold off back to 14.5, 15 cents. And now we're looking to push it again. We might sell off just a little bit, but overall, we're looking to be going to the all-time highs. Time is running out. Turbo. We talked about it, right? We talked about how this range over here, roughly of 1 cent, is very, very important. We see lots of resistance, and we already tapped it once. We're tapping it twice. Now we are selling off today, right? But I don't think we're going to have a very, very big sell-off unless the markets do something crazy. Nothing suggests that we're going to have a crazy sell-off. In fact, if I take away the wicks, we can see that the candles, the 4-hour candles, are closing higher and higher each time. What does that mean? If the floor is getting higher, that means we're expecting a push to the upside. Myro is slowly climbing. Myro did not reach our order block area, which I'm actually surprised because historically, Myro has proven that it likes going to order blocks. But I guess this time, since there's a lot of buying pressure, it didn't have to reach that area. And that's what happens sometimes in the markets. It just price doesn't go where you want it to go. And that's fine. Because look, listen, Myro is slowly climbing up. And I still believe once Myro gets past 16 cents, it's going to fly high to roughly 34, 35 cents pretty quick. In a couple of short weeks, we're going to fly high over there. And I do believe once the altcoin season starts truly happening, I do believe that's when Myro is most likely going to be really, really pumping hard, most likely have a double pump like Doge, right? Doge pumped up from half a cent to like 7 cents, then it sold off to 4 cents, and then from 4 cents to 70 cents. And that's what's going to happen with Myro, except, it's not going to be those prices because Myro has a different price, but you get the point, right? Recovery, pump, a little bit of sell off, then massive pump. That's what I believe is going to happen with Myro. Render, we can see that we actually retested a very, very big area over here. All right, we tapped in and we can see that we're above a big area here too at $9.97, pretty much $10. And I believe overall render is going to be ranging, but it's going to be slowly moving its way up to eventually go back to the all-time highs. And look, the way render is going to move is most likely the way it was moving here, right? It was moving between ranges, slowly breaking up, slowly retesting, slowly kind of breaking up, slowly retesting, break up, retest, slam, same thing, right? It's going to go like this, slowly, this. That's how I believe it's going to go. Yes, this just looks like noodles on your screen, but I'm just giving you a general picture, right? Time is up overall, like I said. So, guys, AKT looking very, very good. personally have a lot of this coin. Personally still believe it's like a 20x from here. All right. Next relevant area is pretty much our March and February highs of $6.50. Once we retest this, probably have a little bit of sell-off. Again, do the same thing. A lot of coins are going to be doing the same thing over and over and over again. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you for everything.